Welcome to FFJ Gaming, where today we're going to end up actually talking about something that's in the magic world. Something that's a little bit how to do it. Actually, that might become the series name. So, what we're going to end up doing today is talk about sleeving. You have regular sleeve, double sleeving, and even with the new outer sleeves, triple sleeving. You could go crazy and go with a quadruple sleeve that's with a hard case, but we're not going to even touch that with a 10-foot pole. Let's start breaking this down in a couple different various things. So you end up having, when you come to regular sleeves, you have choices to go, either like Dragon Shield, which is a really good premium outside or outer sleeve choice. They also have inner sleeves as well. Gamegenic, which is a nice introduction to going over into sleevings. And then you also have Ultra Pro, and then you also have a couple different ones that you can end up going down with. If I'm going more value side, I'll end up going with this Gamegenic. Because as you can see, I went to my LGS and this was $7.99. But if I want more of a premium sleeve, I'll end up going Dragon Shield. Because they're a nice, tougher sleeve, but they're also a little bit more pricier. I believe I picked up a pack of these last time around, was for like around 18 bucks. And then inner sleeves, you could go with it. However, Gamegenic does have this interesting pack where it has both inner sleeves and outer sleeves that you can end up using. So that's a nice little way over it, and it also costs us $8. It's a nice little value that comes over with it. So with that, I'm going to break down how the different types and what's the pro and the cons to each one. So with that, I'm going to switch this down to, I'm going to switch this big one. So we got three different types that's all laid out right here. We have the single sleeved, we have the double sleeve, and then we have the famous triple sleeve. We'll first break down a single sleeve. This is going to be your more common ones because what they legitimately end up doing is you take the sleeve itself and you toss it in there. And now the card's protected to a certain degree and everything. This is a step above the regular level where you don't have sleeves. And this is going to provide protection to be able to protect your cards from any kind of wear and tear. However, it does not prevent any kind of like a liquid going in, because you have this little base right here where you can end up having water that goes inside right there to get the card wet. Which dashes us over to doing double sleeving. Double sleeving is more protection because it gives you a fighting chance to be like, if you end up spilling something on the table, you'll be able to pull this out without having to worry about it. Plus, it also controls the air that you end up coming with it. This might be trouble. So these are Dragon Shield's perfect fits that goes inside, and these are kind of unique because they go through the side. You can have the ones that go through the top. And I believe the ones from Gamegenic that I ended up showing you earlier is the ones that actually go from top down to bottom. Biggest thing is that you want to make sure that this ledge, so the enclosed end is the end that's at the top. Because you want to take that, put that in there, and slide that on down. This is going to end up helping protecting your card. It's a little bit thicker, and you're going to end up having the stack to be higher yet when you end up actually having your decks. And the third, in the most, I would say, labor intensive, is going to be triple sleeve. So this ends up going over with it. You're going to have your inner sleeve, which this is going to be going against what you end up having. You want to go right here, put that at the bottom, and then you're going to take the opening end of the next sleeve and put that over there. And you see there's a nice little ending. And then you want to end up finally losing that and flip that around and putting that over this way. So this is going to be the most protection that you can end up having out of the three. It's also one of the most harder ones to shuffle because this is now legitimately like the thick of an index card. It's a more tougher way to be able to protect it. The main reason I ended up a double or triple sleeve in this deck is because this is actually the channel sleeves that I have, and I want to try to get save those as much as I can because it was a little bit more expensive to get the customized sleeves that came over with that. These are also the Dragon Shield outer sleeves, Dragon Shield regular sleeves, and I believe the inner shields is actually Gamegenic if I'm not mistaken. So you got various different ways that you can end up going. It's up to you how you end up sleeving your deck. But to do a side-by-side, we have the single, slightly thicker is the double, and the thickest is going to be the triple. So the question is how much do you care for the deck and how much you want to make sure you end up protecting it. Whenever I play a deck, even when I go to a sealed events or anything like that, I always end up at least minimalizing the single sleeves. However, it's a deck that you're going to be mainly using a more or getting more use out of, I would strongly suggest using a double sleeve, where it ends up having a protection, and if anything happens, you'll be able to have a chance to be able to save your cards and prevent them from being completely lost or damaged. Unless you end up having like my situation where you have the custom sleeves and stuff like that that you want to completely protect. I wouldn't go the triple sleeve because the triple sleeve is like legitimately shuffling a bunch of index cards and they get to be huge. The deck is monstrous in size. And if that's something that you're interested in actually to see that different sizes of the decks and all that, I could end up. Actually, give me a quick second. I'll also grab the decks and you'll be able to see how big the decks are with one another. Be able to compare the size. That's the single, that's the double, and that's the triple. And I'll show you in my hands. These are 99 cards, so this is a commander deck without the commander. And as you can see, this is a single sleeve size of it. The double sleeve is a little bit thicker. I ended up having this one double sleeve because it's actually werewolves, so they transform a lot. And you're pulling them in and out of the sleeves a lot. And then here's the good old big triple sleeve. And like I said, these are going to be the size of an index, and you're going to be feeling like you're shuffling indexes cards with this, and this is where you're going to lose the shuffle feel the most out of it. So I would strongly suggest not doing the triple sleeve, but actually doing the double sleeve where you get the best of both worlds. You have a good solid protection that comes out of there, and then you also end up having still be able to feel the shuffle as you shuffle your deck. The single sleeve, that's probably going to be the most way you can feel the cards out of there, but you still are sacrificing a little bit of protection. It's the best of both worlds where you can end up having the most protection for your deck. So if you're commonly using your deck, I would strongly suggest double sleeving. And it's kind of nice that you're seeing more products like this Gamegenic thing, where they are featuring both the inner sleeves and the outer sleeves. So I'll have links down below of products like that you can end up picking up. Go to the Gamegenic or anything like that. I would strongly suggest you go into your local card shop to be able to pick that stuff up, because you want to be able to spend your money where you end up playing at. So with that said, I want you to put down in the comments, what do you do? Do you go crazy and not sleeve? Or do you single sleeve, double sleeve, or triple sleeve? Or have you tried that quadruple sleeve? I could not even imagine trying to shuffle that. Let us know down in the comments what you end up doing. And thank you for watching. And until next time, we'll see you later.